Namaskritya naram chaivam narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudhirayet nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhakti bhavati naishtaki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome, devotees. Today is Friday, July 18th. So I'm going to read from Canto 3, Chapter 28, and text number 28. So, this is Kapila Dev's instructions to his mother Devahuti on the execution of a devotional service. Right. कौमोदिकिं भगवतो दयितं स्मरेत दिग्धामारति भजत सोनितकर्दमेन मालामधुवृतवरुतगिरोपहुस्तं चैतस्य तत्त्वम् अमलं मणिम् अस्य कण्ठे कौमोदिकिं भगवतो दयितं स्मरेत दिग्धाम आरती बत सोनितकर्धमेन मालां मधुव्रता वरुतगिरोपहुस्तं चैतस्य तत्त्वममलं मणिमस्य कण्ठे. Synonyms: Kaumodikim, the club named Kaumodaki, Bhagavata, of the personality of Godhead, Dayitam, very dear, Smareta, one should remember, Digdam, smeared, Arati, of the enemies, Bata, soldiers, Sonita Kardamena, with the blood stains, Malam, the garland, Madhu, Vrita, of humble beasts, Varuta, of a swan, Gira, with the sound, Upagustam, surrounded, Chaitasya, of the living entity, Tattvam, principle, truth, Amalam, pure, Manim, the pearl necklace, Asya, of the Lord, Kante, on the neck. Translation: the yogi should meditate upon his club, which is named Kaumodaki and is very dear to him. This club smashes the demons who are always inimical soldiers and is smeared with their blood. One should also concentrate on the nice garland on the neck of the Lord, which is always surrounded by bumblebees with a nice buzzing sound, and one should meditate upon the pearl necklace on the Lord's neck, which is considered to represent the pure living entities who are always engaged in his service. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The yogi must contemplate the different parts of the transcendental body of the Lord. Here it is stated that the constitutional position of the living entities should be understood. There are two kinds of living entities mentioned here. One is called Arati. They are averse to understanding the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For them, the Lord appears with his hand clutching the terrible mace, which is always smeared with bloodstains from his killings of demons. Demons are also sons of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, all the different species of living entities are the sons of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are However, two classes of living entities, one who act in two different ways. The Supreme Lord keeps on his neck those living entities who are pure, as one protects the jewels and pearls on the bosom and neck of one's body. Those living entity in pure Krishna consciousness are symbolized by pearls on his neck. Those who are demons and are inimical towards the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are punished by his mace, which is always smeared with the blood of such fallen living entities. The club of the Lord is very dear to him because he uses this instrument to smash the bodies of the demons and mix their blood. As mud is kneaded with water and earth, so the earthly bodies of the enemies of the Lord or the atheist are smashed by the club of the Lord, which becomes muddied with the blood of such demons. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथा मह्यं तथाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे। Dear devotees, I seek the blessings of my spiritual master, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, our deity Shri Shri Nitai Gaurachandra, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani, to speak something meaningful about this wonderful verse today so that it is beneficial to all of us. So here, Kapila Muni is instructing to his mother. The instruction is on the execution of devotional service. So here the subject and object. So the object is the Supreme Personality of a Godhead, Krishna. And here he's saying, Lord Kapila is saying, the yogi should meditate on his club, which is known as Kaumodaki, and it is very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This Kaumodaki or the club is used to smash the demons or persons who are atheistic or not or inimical towards the pastime of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the club is always seen with bloodstains because the Lord has come with a purpose. The purpose of Lord's incarnation is Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinasaya Cha Dushkritam. So he has come to with a purpose to annihilate the demons. And whenever there is irreligiosity, he takes his incarnations and he ensures the religious principles are followed. So that is the purpose, and because he has attacked and he has destroyed many demon or demonic nature, his instrument, the club which is used for his purpose, has bloodstains of the previous demons who are smashed by the Supreme Lord. And that is on one end. And on other end, there are, Srila Prabhupada is taking, there are two kinds of living entities. One is atheistic, who are inimical towards the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they have been smashed by the Lord with his instruments, the club. On the other end, there are people or living entities who are like the bumblebees, and they make a buzzing sound, and they always surround towards the garland which is on the neck of the Lord. Okay, so this what type of garland? So the our acharyas has described the Lord wears Vaijayanti Mala. So that sort of a garland, that yellowish color garland is being worn by the Lord. That, and our acharyas has also said the ornaments that were weared, the ornaments that are on the Supreme Personality of Godhead is appearing, or what is that? Is facelifting. That ornament is being facelifted because it is being worn by the Supreme Lord. It is on the neck of the Supreme Lord. Those ornaments, usually people wear ornaments to give a boost or to give a facelift for their body. But here it is on other way around. The ornaments are being facelifted, okay, because they are worn by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And one should meditate. The pearl necklace of that is on the Lord's neck, which is considered to represent the pure living entities who are always engaged in his service. See how merciful is the Lord. The Lord places the pure devotees as one of the pearls in his pearl necklace. So this represents how the Lord handles the two types of living entities. So here on one end, the Lord is smashing the living entities who are inimical or demonic to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and on other end, he is placing the pure devotees as the pearls in his pearl necklace, which is surrounded on his neck. He is placing them carefully, because these precious metals, we don't really, any precious ornaments that we may have accomplished in this life, we really take a good care of them. We don't need to talk about that. That is implied. And we really place them in a very, very proper place. And we polish, we brush it, and we put it. Okay. So here the Lord is replacing the pure devotees as a valuable gems, and he is placing them on his personal neck. So this is what there is another verse that's been said in Srimad Bhagavatam 5:18-9. So this verse is talking about Lord Nrsingadev. Ugro api anugraha evayam swabhaktanam nrikeshari keshariva swapotanam anyasham ugra vikramaha. So the meaning Srila Prabhupada has given, like, although ferocious, the lioness is very kind to her cubs. Similarly, although very ferocious to non-devotees like Hiranyakashipu, Lord Nrsingadeva is very, very soft and kind to devotees like Prahlad Maharaj. I read it again. Although very ferocious, the lioness is very kind to her cubs. Similarly, although very ferocious to non-devotees like Hiranyakashipu, Lord Nrsingadeva, is very, very soft and kind to devotees like Prahlad Maharaj. And another verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, chapter 18 and text number 14. Durge sviyatavi achimukadishu prabhu payan narasimha shura yukta parihi vimuchato yasya matahasam dishor vinudu hyapatamsha garbaha. So, may Lord Narasimhadeva, who appeared as enemy of Hiranyakashipu, protect me in all directions. His loud laughing vibrated in all directions and caused the pregnant wives of the Asuras, the demoniac, to have miscarriages. May that Lord be kind enough to protect me in difficult places like forest and battlefront. So, here the Lord, our acharyas also says that we have seen the cat. The cat, when it is holding the mice, okay, it holds with its strong teeth, okay, and similarly the same teeth is being used to carry its kittens. That we can experience or we can see here in this contemporary world. So the Lord here, Lord is very ferocious, like the lioness to her when to non-devotees like Hiranyakashipu, but the same Lord is very soft, like to the pure devotees, are very kind to devotees like Prahlad Maharaj. So we always have a chance. Our life between birth and death is all about choices. Okay. So between B and D, birth represents B and death represents D is C alphabetically, and the C represents the choices. So we always have the choices. What kind of a choices? We can be a fly on the shore, or we can be like a bee that is looking for honey. So here this verse, today's verse is talking about the bumblebee. What is that bumblebee is doing? The bumblebee is surrounding the garland of the Supreme Lord with a buzzing sound to be in that place. So as we are living entities, somehow or other we have been taken birth in this material world, which is which is a place for suffering. We cannot change the design of the material world, but we do have options to take wise choices. And the choices is how we act as a living entity, as described in today's verse. There are two kinds of living entities: the demoniac or the atheistic, and other is the pure devotees who are engaged in devotional service to the Lord. In any action, we do have option to be a fly or to be a bumblebee. So let us pray to the Supreme Lord, and let us sincerely pray to the devotees who are constantly engaged in the service of the Lord. Our prayers should be in the mood of, oh my dear devotees, oh my dear Radharani, please give me a drop of mercy so that my heart be attached to the Supreme Personality of a Godhead. Somehow or other have taken a birth in this life, and I have wasted a lot of my time. I don't know how much time that is being left for me. In this time, please engage me in the Supreme Personality of Lord's service. So that should be our mood and meditation from from this verse. Let me read the next verse, text number 29. So I'm just reading the translation and purport. Translation, text 29. The yogi should then meditate on the lotus-like countenance of the Lord, who presents his different forms in this world out of compassion for the anxious devotees. His nose is prominent, and his crystal clear cheeks are illuminated by the oscillation of his glittering alligator-shaped earrings, purported by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Lord descends to the material world out of His deep compassion for His devotees. There are two reasons for the Lord's appearance or incarnation in the material world. Whenever there is a discrepancy in the discharge of religious principle and there is prominence of irreligion, the Lord descends for the protection of the devotees and the destruction of the non-devotees. When He appears, His main purpose is to give solace to His devotees. He does not have to come Himself to destroy the demons, for He has many agents. Even the external energy, Maya, has sufficient strength to kill them. But when He comes to show compassion to His devotees, He kills the non-devotees as a matter of course. The Lord appears in the particular form loved by a particular type of devotee. There are millions of forms of the Lord, but they are one absolute. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Ananta Rupam, all the different forms of the Lord are one. But some devotees want to see Him in the form of Radha Krishna, others prefer Him as Sita Ramachandra, and others would see Him as Lakshmi Narayana, and others want to see Him as four-handed Narayana Vasudeva. The Lord has innumerable forms and He appears in a particular form as preferred by the particular type of devotee. A yogi is advised to meditate upon the form that is by approved by devotees. A yogi cannot imagine a form for meditation. Those so-called yogis who manufacture a circle or target or engage in nonsense. Actually, a yogi must meditate upon the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead that has been experienced by the Lord's pure devotees. Yogi means devotee. Yogis who are not actually pure devotees should follow in the footsteps of devotees. It is especially mentioned here that yogi should meditate upon the form which is thus approved. He cannot manufacture a form of the Lord. Very, very powerful and wonderful packed information in this verse number 29. So, Srila Prabhupada is saying that the purpose of the Lord here is like He has incarnated to meditate. He has incarnated to destroy the atheistic people, and He has incarnated to protect and give His pastimes in association to His devotees. As in today's world, we know we are dealing with so many things that does not require personally the Lord to appear and do on His own. The Lord who can lift. We have seen a lot of examples. The Lord lifted the Govardhan, Giriraj Govardhan, with His left pinky finger. That sort of a capability and capacity He has. And He protected many people here, destroyed many demons. He doesn't need to come here, but still He has come. Even for us is, in Kali Yuga as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He doesn't need to personally come, but his intention is to give his personal association to his devotees. That is his interest, and to protect the religiosity. We talked about that. And here Srila Prabhupada is saying the yogis who are engaged in the process of meditation should meditate on the authorized forms. It could be like Lord Krishna, Radha Krishna, Nrsingadev, or Lord Varaha, or Sita Ramachandra, Lakshmi Narayana, as per his personal love. So the rasa is very important, the relationship, and the rasa that is built through the bhakti. So we all have family. We have husband, wife, children, siblings, mother, father. So we all have material relationship. But when we and the ingredient of the relationship is the love. That is the key ingredient, which is bonding all these relationship. That relationship, rasa, in mixed with the love for the supreme personality of God and Krishna, that is called bhakti. It's the love, but object is different. The object is in the material world. It's on the material relationship. When the object is directed, we are the subject. The subject, we direct our love or the rasa to the supreme Lord Krishna. That is the bhakti. That bhakti creeper will spontaneously grow when we water the root. So we have to, that's why Srila Prabhupada is saying the yogi in the execution of the devotional service. So this is the sutra, like, which is the process, how the devotional service should be executed. You cannot manufacture your own form. I am thinking, I cannot say that I close my eyes. I am thinking the Lord head should be like a triangle, and his neck and the body should be like a rectangle, and his belly should be a circle. We cannot really deal with the geometry shapes, and then we cannot make or we cannot speculate. So, speculation is not the right way in devotional service. We are dependent on the descending mercy. We cannot go on the ascending approach. The devotional service that were been taught to us by our acharyas, who are coming in disciplic succession. That's why it is called disciplic succession. It is coming from the descending mercy, all the way from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, we thank you very much. If there are any discussions, please take it. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very, very wonderful class. So many examples you gave, and the bhakti, how you have to develop and all. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thanks, Srila Prabhupada. Without the Bhakti Vedanta purpose and without Srila Prabhupada or his disciples, even even understanding what is meant by Supreme Personality of Godhead would be very challenging,
Yeah,
especially to persons like me. It is very difficult. I thank you for your encouragement, Mataji.
thank you for taking time and preparing well. Also, Prabhuji, you described everything so nicely, chanting and reading all this. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All right. Thank you for your association in the busy morning. And with this, I think we can end this class if there are no more questions or discussions. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam
Patitanam
pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
vaishnavebhyo
Namo Namaha. Antakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki